So a tailwind which has been giving challenges to the canoeists, and now we're coming to the last live event. Attila Viada, who's stepped back into the place. How do you see this? Clearly we have Brendel Vandry, Brendel's first race of the day.
They have a selection with the other German crew, so I'm really waiting for this moment. I don't know what they can do on these conditions. Yesterday, the semi-final...
Taking this year a little bit more relaxed, building up to the World Championships, and the reason for it is he had 4 months off, which was always planned. He came back on the 2nd of January, hurt a bit. He said his strength is there, but his stamina yet to be seen. We saw in the C1 1000, he just came up short of Fuchser last weekend, and the same in the C2 500, but the most important thing is determined to go on and have a lot of pleasure, which he does. They are Germans in lane 3 and 4, Brendel Vandry, Olympic champions, lane 4. The Kratchen brothers in lane number 5, representing Italy, and they are off with Spain, who've just had a victory in the fastest ever time in the K2 1000 meters 3:05, are also looking to put something down.
So now we saw the Hungarians, Kamiński. They, I think, do the good start, but they are not the best at the moment. Germans and Russians in front, the Polish guys. But the thousands is really long.
In these conditions, you say it's going to be quite tough?
Yeah, this is.
So what do you need to do? You need to make the boat flow in coordination, and that the waves are putting it off?
It's really hard to steering the boat in this condition because the waves is really hard and always catch the boat nose. So if you want to keep it in the lane in the middle, it's not too easy. And you know, the balance in this condition is not good because the C2, it's difficult to feel and stand the boat inside. You know, you need a really strong pulling and digging in these conditions. You see the Polish guys and the leader, the Russians, is follow them, and the 2 Germans, they just try to keep the speed with them. And the Cubans. The Cubans' technique is really good for the tailwind, but this condition is not really good for the...
Well, they won last week in Montemor. That is 30-year-old Sergei Torres and 18-year-old Fernando Jorge. But it looks like it is Vincent Słomiński, Mateusz Kamiński, who are leading at the moment in lane number 6 for Poland. But it's now halfway through the race.
Yeah, they are. They look really strong, and I think they feel these conditions.
142?
Yeah, this is really good, I think. And
Poland, Russia, Cuba, Germany.
Yeah, but the Germans are mostly in the second part of more stronger. But we know the Polish course in Poznan, so it should be really same conditions. This is why the Polish guys, they can go good in these conditions, because in Polish
they look light.
Yeah, they're light.
So they've been thrown along. If you just turned up now and you thought the last race, the K2 1000 was fast, it's the fastest ever time by over 2 seconds. And we saw the same fastest ever time by 2 seconds in the C1 500 women. So 2 world bests gone already.
Yeah, I can't say this is a slow race. This is a really strong and fast time is what we saw today in the finals. But the conditions not the best. So I think the crews, they are really good.
Coming with 200 meters to go. And Poland have had it all the time. What we saw last weekend was the Cubans did some really fast finishing. And let's not forget the 2 Germans. An internal battle. Kretschmer, Ulz look like they have a slight lead ahead of Brendel, but no one is more determined than Brendel.
Yeah. They just try, they're pushing as well, but at the moment another German crew will be stronger.
Well, there's 60 meters left, and there are now pretty much 4 boats in a row. Poland at the moment leading, and it looks like they're going to come across the line first, just ahead of the Germans and the Germans. Well, hands in the air for the German crew of Peter Kretschmer, Jul Oitz.
Yeah, that was the selection for them. So I think they are really happy at the moment. Because we talked about a few days before and Brendel, and he say, okay, keep the focus at the moment, the C2s, They want to win at the moment. If it can do, maybe it's over for the selection. But they can't at the moment. Let's check for the Hungarians.
Robert Mike and Daniel Kamiński.
And the winner. What we saw.
So they led all the race. Just held on to lead from Germany. You see the first three within 1.5 meters. And Cuba came to continue their really good effort. And we'll look at the time and see how that pans out. The time of reference is 3:28.3. That's the fastest of all time.
Yeah.
And that was in, where was that? Was in Moscow 2014, where we saw about 5 or 6 records go.
Yeah, that was the fastest.
Where's the
I think somewhere close for this time.
3:27? It's the fastest time ever.
Yeah.
That's 3 fastest times ever today.
Yeah.
Imagine what it'd be like with no waves. I suppose no waves, no wind.
Yeah, of course.
Poland gold, Cuba. They're giving. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Cuba silver, Germany third.
Yeah, because the Germans, I think, have stopped a little bit earlier than the Cubans.
Well, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing